Good morning, beautiful. I do hope that this finds you well rested, ready to begin your day. It's your daily tarot and oracle, daily insight on life and love, but it's also timeless, so wherever you're catching it in time, what do you need to know? What is the good word? What is going on? All right, this is also the 29th video that I've made out of 30. So if you are coming across this might be incredibly relevant to something that is going on in your life. If not, like everything else, enjoy the show or go about your day. All right, what do you need to know? We are going to kick this off with Rider-Waite. What do you need to know? Place of actions not meeting words. King of Cups. Sorry, not King of Cups. The King of Swords is in reverse. A lot of sword energy around this, so air energy. We have Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus, also timelines. What's going on with this? Three of Pentacles is in reverse. You're juggling a lot and somebody's trying to offer something and you don't even want to look at it. In fact, this is something that seems to be charging full steam ahead. This is what seems to be kind of a personal catastrophe for you. I'm going to show you the cards in a moment, don't worry. This is not going to heal. This is not going to be something that you guys can move on from in your personal connections. So I want that to be known that you're just not engaging in it anymore. Somebody is going to get hurt. Somebody is leaving this hurt. And I think that you have a lot that you need to think about. Honestly, there's a lot that needs to be considered, all of which are huge stressors if you engage in it. This is something that I feel has gone against you in the past with acceptance, with whatever this is, mind, body, and spirit. It was just something that was totally against authenticity with you. So now you want to make some quick changes, but this is not a quick fix. I do see that there is somebody who you're not going to be participating with. No matter what you say, it just feels like it rolls over their heads, like you are not heard. They hear you, but you're not heard. It's not absorbed. It's not respected. And you're done. This is not something that you can learn from anymore. I think that you're trying to find balance again. And that's also by disengaging in whatever this is. You're trying to find yourself be grounded again, but it looks like no matter how hard you try and get grounded to find your equilibrium again, there's always another wave that comes crashing into you to the point where you just don't even want to bother anymore. We have the Three of Cups here. So this is so much karma from this particular situation that you are closed off from any of their offerings right now. Any other offerings that this karmic situation could be giving you, or that you're missing what seems to be the boat on an opportunity coming. It seems like it's kind of empty though. It's a point of you having to fill your own cup, but it's like you don't want to fulfill anything right now. You just want to rest. Something is coming in full steam ahead, and it is going to completely shatter your personal matrix. Look at this. I want clarification on the Emperor and the Six of Swords, because this is coming in super fast, and it's I feel like it's something coming back to you, and it's happening super fast. I want clarification on, what do I want clarification? Where are the cards? Okay, here they are. God, there is a major passionate reconciliation coming into play in your life, and I feel like there's imposter syndrome. You don't know if you can do this. Hang on one sec. I don't know if you can hear the yelling in the background. Those are the kids. this is something that you could not control, that you could not move on from, that you couldn't heal from. And now it's a journey that is coming back into play. And it seems to be something that is passionate, that maybe you want to reconcile. What the heck is with the Magician in reverse? I feel like that's imposter syndrome with you, but I want to clarify. The Two of Shells. Woo! This is Two of Cups energy. Union, harmony. You can't control the way you feel about this. And it seems like it's almost too good to be true with this. I'm a total sap. I'm about it. Let's do this. I love this so much. So there's insecurities about the union because you want to control it, but you can't control it. Now, can you? God, we need more incense going. There it is. Okay. You know, when you've been recording for a few hours, incense tends to come and go. So I'm going to have to light this periodically, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to blow this out too prematurely. Here we go. Look, there's the red. You know it's burning. Ready? Okay. All right, so the insecurity is, this is exactly what it is, what you are moving towards, the union. You know that you are probably reconnecting with somebody that you lost touch with, and it's like, I want this. I really want this. And it's a point of being deathly afraid of it. I'm sorry, but sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Maybe you're afraid that this is something that you can't control and that maybe it's going to work against you. Maybe it's going to cause you to lose yourself. The only thing that you really have to gain from this is joy, happiness, and getting a playful part of yourself back. I do feel like this is everything that you could have confidence with. It's not like it's happening overnight. So it's time to not take life so serious. This is somebody who can pull you out of those serious little breaks with yourself. I'll be right back. I don't know why I'm having so many breaks in this either. I'm sorry. I love you though. 1 second. Wait, hold on. I think they stopped barking. This is good. So let yourself be made light and joyful again. It's not about you getting lost in any sort of opportunity or connection. This is in alignment with you. You can have confidence that this is going to be very fulfilling. You don't have to be so serious. It's not about signing off contracts right now. It's about letting yourself fully be present and expressing yourself in this. This is involving your love life. So I think that you are reconnecting with somebody who you genuinely love and care about. This is young divine feminine energy. So you might be dealing with masculinity in your life, and that this is something, well, you might be a masculine, or you might be embracing the masculine and going towards the feminine, which is going more towards nurturing, unconditional love, and being embraced in this. And let's see, start of something new. We have the pregnancy card. This is a new project coming underway, a new connection, a new opportunity. It feels beautiful. It feels abundant. It feels very weirdly virginal. Even though this is a pregnancy card, it feels so pure. Stop trying to be what you think that you're supposed to be in this. There's no character trait that you need to be. You're not an actor. You're not an actor in this. You don't need to pretend to be something that you think that this other person would want, or how you're supposed to act in this. Come as you are. Honestly, this is going to be something that you all are navigating through, and they're dealing with the same kind of thing. It's not just what you're experiencing. They're the mirror image of this situation. They're mirroring what's going on with you. So what I'm seeing is, the more that you shine through with authenticity, this is going to be something that they can shine through with their own self, and that you guys really figure out how to have this be fulfilling and work. practice, practice, practice. And let's see. Daily practice, you can polish your skills, talents, and increase your confidence. Leave the unhealthy situation and enjoy the new doors that open as a result. You have to be fully intended on making whatever this connection is happen. You're scared to put your best foot forward. You have to get out of the unhealthy situation. And in fact, I think that you might have gotten through on the unhealthy situation, which what has enabled you to fully connect in this. So I think that you've made more progress than you really realize. I'm getting pulled towards the messages from your angels. We're going to see what this is involving. Now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future you'll synthesize your knowledge into action. It's time to really take time to learn about this new situation, about this particular person, even in yourself, and what they trigger to come out inside of you. This is a very triggering connection, which I think that you're scared in that vulnerability, even if it is positive, even if it is productive. And it doesn't need to be so serious. You're putting way too much pressure on yourself with this. So I have too many cards here, Spirit. I'll take the top one, and then I'll shuffle for one more to come out of this. You have an important life purpose involving communications and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. And then we have time out. You've been so busy taking care of someone else's needs. Now it's time to stop and take care of yourself. Time that you do what's good for you, not what's good for everybody else. You sacrificing yourself has put you in an unnecessary martyr situation. It's time for you to communicate exactly what this is with you. You don't have to be a martyr. You don't have to sacrifice everything for everyone in this particular situation. It's time that you put yourself on the pedestal, and it's time for you to take what you have learned from the situation that was unhealthy, that you have walked away from, and synthesize it into what you are going to experience in this cycle of your life and who this is involving. It feels beautiful. It feels very nurturing. And it also feels like communication is going to be a huge factor, but I also feel like this is how you not only affect yourself and in whatever this connection is, but it's also something on a grander scale with what falls out from this connection. And I feel like it goes into other relationships in your life. So really it's refining your circle. And it's also having different reactions than you would have in the past. What does their higher self want you to know? I'm using the Halloween Oracle deck. Oh my God. I hear my eldest son in the background yelling over a game. You know, he doesn't even know how loud he is. Scrying. They feel you psychically. Happiness in hearts and homes. Midnight, the most magical hour of all. Synergy and healing. This connection is felt through huge realms, and they have been getting signs and synchronicities for you all along. They feel you coming back, and I think they're actually holding the door open for you. So this is waiting on a miracle. Not that, you know, life is on pause, but trust me when I tell you, people know that you are looking to reconnect, or that there's a reconnection coming into play. It's a matter of who's going to make the connection. As any relationship rating, whether it's romantic or not, I'm never encouraging abusive relationships. So if this is that, don't engage in it. If it's not abusive, then know that this is going to be something where a miracle takes place. And I really feel like people are going to open their hearts and talk about what is going to be fulfilling for them, and talk about the other person's fulfillment and their life. So hearts are being bared right now, and I feel like hearts are being broken wide open. This is a highly emotional time, and it feels really good. In the time of separation that has occurred, I feel like somebody, and actually all parties involved, have grown exponentially, and there is something that needs to come out of the box to be shown. This has been the path all along. This has not been some sort of a pivot move. And if it was done beforehand, it would have completely fallen apart, and people would have been hurt more than they already were. I do feel like masculine was dragging their feet, and that induced the feminine to be absolutely scared and turn into masculine and run. They kind of went back and they're like, no, I'm done. Nope, nope, all sorts of nope. All right, so what is up, Spirit? Their higher self wants to tell you that you guys haven't landed at your destination yet. This isn't the end-all be-all with it. And too many cards. Like a third of the deck just fell over. They are not in emotional purgatory. They're analyzing the situation and are damned if they are going to let this repeat the painful cycle that caused it to dwindle in the past. All right, Spirit. What is the viewer's higher... Oh, let me show you what I'm working with. This is what their higher self wants you to know. Captain dragging your feet. What does your higher self want you to know about this situation, about these people, this person? Be honest. Talk about your fears and why you can't come to the edge yet, why you couldn't go to the edge in the past. What is the deal with this? Tell them about your thought process and method. Also, it's making you aware of the law of cause and effect in this one. It is so lucky that this didn't get fulfilled in the past. It would not have been as fulfilling as it is now. You guys are entering into the land of milk and honey. It's easy. It's relaxing. This is going to be a walk in the park for you. Your higher self is talking about how this is going to almost be unnervingly easy. So, Spirit, let's see. This is going to involve long-term. I do feel like deep commitments are underway. And if you follow all the advice, the likely result of this is in a few decks. You've got the power. Let's see. Use your abilities to resolve. This is going to come back together. You guys are going to have a new start. And let's see. New priorities are going to be put into place. Everything was about divine timing. And you need to get moving on this. All right. Final cards from Spirit Song Tarot. Okay. This is a transition phase. The 10 of Feathers is about transformation, transition, transformation, fulfillment, peace, and comfort. The final result is all coming together in a big faded situation and scenario. I do feel like this is joyful, happy. I feel like everybody is completely jubilant in this reconciliation and coming together. It's like the heart finally bearing its soul and being like, finally. So I see that you can relax. We have the Star card, which is bringing back this sense of peace. Not everything in your life is meant to be such a struggle. Your fulfillment is actually going to be something that is very surprising for you. I don't think that you could have anticipated just how different this could have been for you. You had, I think, a lot of ideas about how this was going to play out and how big of a presence you needed to have for this. But the transformation, the transition is after that dire strait and need is completely demolished. What's left afterwards, after you are no longer fighting and after you're no longer running and in such an overwhelming mind or state of mind, everything seems to be more at ease and less urgent. You're still this incredibly transformative and powerful being. I actually feel like you are a catalyst for a lot of people in life, not by a cautionary tale or anything, but by you and how perseverant and how beautiful, strong, and resilient you are. So, final cards from messages from the angels. Assertiveness, an opportunity to forgive. It's time that you make the connection, speak your piece, talk about wants, needs, and desires and boundaries, what needs need to be fulfilled within yourself and how people need to respect boundaries. And there needs to be a lot of talk of forgiveness for the past events that had happened in this particular situation. And also, You need to forgive yourself for past transgressions in whatever the communication was, or the situation was, or the feelings and acts of what feels to be deception. So put your best foot forward and allow for the healing to begin. I do hope that this finds you well. And if you have questions about booking your own individual session, again, reach out in the DMs. I look forward to hearing from you. And until next time, stay safe, have fun, know that you're greatly loved and appreciated. Hey there, gorgeous. If you're coming across this, we need to see what energy is coming your way. So I've made 30 videos. This is the 4th one. Listen with an open heart and an open mind. If this resonates, awesome. If it doesn't, well, I'm sorry. Go about your day. And so that doesn't happen again, maybe you should clear out the cookies. Just saying. You don't have to do that. All right. What do you need to know? All right. So we have the 9 of Wands in reverse. Somebody is no longer, it's like this feeling of paranoia being gone. Also this feeling of holding back being gone, which is great. This is a lot of air energy. Okay, ooh, somebody might be making you an offer. It's not a king, it's a knight. It's a Knight of Cups. Somebody's, oh. This is completely wrapped up in masculine energy. I feel like somebody's not holding back anymore. Somebody is going to be making you an offer. Can be romantic, but it's a powerful offer nonetheless. It's something that they're doing with their heart wide open. I think that somebody's going to be reaching out to you completely vulnerable, and I think that it took them a lot to reach out to you. You might want to bite their head off. I don't know what's happened between you guys in the past. It doesn't feel particularly good, but it's an opportunity for you to see that they actually made a big leap in coming towards you, because you would have every right to shut them down. They want to plant a seed with something that is going to grow in your life. This feels beautiful, but you have to be incredibly mindful that everybody around this is on the same page. Transparency is going to be the key factor in this one. So we have healing, we have consistency. So whatever this is, if you have it in your heart to listen to them, because again, it seems like some bad things went on in the past between you guys, listen. But also, as a disclaimer, with any sort of connection, if this is in any way, shape, or form abusive, I am not going to ship that relationship. So if that is involving in any way, shape, or form some form of abuse, drop it and run, because I'm never going to encourage that at all. Neither should you. But what I'm seeing, if this is not abusive, is something that is long-term, fulfilling, and everybody's all in. So if you're coming across this, we're going to see what archetype you are working with, or what shadow work needs to come in. I've made 30 videos. This is the 9th out of 30. Congratulations. What do you need to know? We have 2 cards right here. Don't be afraid of what comes out. I don't even know what's out yet. Mentor and hedonist. Ooh. So if this doesn't resonate, honestly, let it fall away. It's all good. But if this does resonate, awesome. And if you have questions about booking a session, send me a DM. It's really easy to find me. I'm on the main page. All right, so let's read this. These are the archetypes that you're invoking right now. Creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrate the beauty in yourself, passing on wisdom, and refining a student character. You are leading by example. Somebody is coming towards you looking for advice, looking for help, and I see that you are not just going to give them the information. You are going to show them how to live in such a way that is so authentic that anything that rattles it, they are not even going to bother with in this. Yes, this is in the deep sensuality of life, but I think this is absolutely the spot that you have been calling to play right now. You have done such amazing work inside of yourself. Whoever is coming, understand that they are coming to you with the most genuine intentions of all. This is somebody who greatly admires you, who not just hangs on to your every word, but sees you as that inspiration. So this is saying, if you have it in you, let this person actually learn from you. Open up your heart. And I think this is like the school of life for you. How can you take somebody under your wings without losing that sense of boundary? How can you be this mentor for them? How can you show somebody to be happy and faithful in their own skin? So it's going to take time, but somebody's coming towards you and they're looking for advice. And I want you to, if you feel safe, if it's not giving you any horrible red flags, go ahead, follow your gut on it. Hey there, gorgeous. If you're coming across this, this is the 14th out of 30 videos, and I'm using the Halloween Oracle deck. What do you need to know? Scrying, seeing through something, intuition. Okay, what about it? What about it? What about it? If this doesn't resonate, don't force it to fit. If it does, awesome. Either way, if you have questions about booking a session, go ahead and reach out in the DMs or the email address provided. What do you need to know? I have 3 cards here, and I don't feel the need to pull any more, which is great, grand, and wonderful, because sometimes I end up with 50, even if the deck only has 44. Not sure how that happens. It just kind of does. Listen, wise seeing, wise action, unnecessary fear, intuition. Why are you going to give this time to repeat itself and only reaffirm your disappointments in life? This is somebody who is giving off very serious vibes that you have felt before. You can see this coming a mile away. You know exactly where this is going to take you. This is the same person in different bodies with different faces, that same stupid energy. Why are you doing this to yourself? Nip it in the bud right now. You don't need to keep repeating cycles of lessons that you already know. You can see this coming a mile away. You don't need to put yourself in a position to accept this, to give it the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes you can see the spade exactly for what it is. So what I'm seeing right here is it's triggering all these points inside of you. It's not just your anxiety. It's not just your hunch. This is something felt in the deep part of you. So have confidence in not letting it get close to you, get near to you. Have comfort in the fact that you actually have a power choice here to let it go. This is one of those things where you are given the same example of disappointments in the past with this, and it's up to you to be like, well, maybe, or nope, not going to do this, not going to do this again. I see exactly what you are. I'm throwing you out. So how are you going to go about this? That is completely up to you. I recommend breaking cycles right now. Just a thought. But again, this is your own path, so let me know what you choose to do. Hey, this is 19 out of 20 videos. So why did you come across it? What do you need to hear from this message right now? I'm using the Work Your Light Oracle from Rebecca Campbell. You're going to see what you need to know. So the bottom of the deck that stood out was Soul Family. So that actually might make its grand appearance. I didn't feel like it was necessary to take it out. So what do you need to know? If this doesn't resonate, never force these to fit your life. You can completely discard it. Let's see. Deep replenishment. Retreat, rest, be held. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution. You're not going to get in trouble, for the love of God. If they want to poke the bear, they're going to find out exactly what they're dealing with when it comes to you. F around, find out. Test that at your earliest convenience. It's not for you to jump on right now, but when it comes time, you better jump. Something is calling you into action. You are a leader. You have this feeling that you are meant for something so much more in your life, and right now, it is time for you to gather strength to be that type of energy. So right now, you have a lot to talk about. I would love for you to check your Mars sign, because I feel like this is how you're going to be dealing with people that you are going to be leading. You can find your Mars sign by entering in your birth date, time, and location to one of those sites online. It's really easy to find. But you are a person who is meant to lead, whether it's in large or small amounts. You have something that you want to share and that you need to lead this world with. And I see that also this is entering into a new phase in your life, which I think is why it doesn't feel particularly urgent. This is not going to be something that causes you deep stress. It is actually a huge sense of release and confidence building with you. And this, when the situation comes, and I feel like it is going to happen out of nowhere, you are going to be the voice. You are going to be the voice of reason. And it is going to be that internal calling that you can't ignore. So it does feel like big jobs. It's just not happening in this moment. It's preparing you for that moment. And when it comes, it's going to stand out like a sore thumb. Take the lead in that moment. So it seems like there's a lot of change happening in your personal world. And a door is going to present itself, it looks like. I want you to kick that door in when it presents itself. Don't even knock. Drop kick it in. I don't want to hear it. Go get it. If you're coming across this, this is 24 out of 30 videos. Listen with an open heart and an open mind. If this resonates, awesome. If it resonates at any point in your life where you're catching this 10 years from when I recorded it, congratulations, you found this. But listen with an open heart and an open mind. Don't force it to fit your life. If you have questions about booking a session, reach out in the email address provided or in the DMs. Let's see what you need to know. Let's see, what's this? Courage. Why do I always do the line from The Wizard of Oz like that? I'm not going to emphasize it right now, but believe me, that's running through my head every time I see the courage card. Some of you actually might be doing a very physical move right now, and it's scary to you. You're not sure what to expect, but you're letting something you're letting something fall away in your life, letting it retire, letting it go in the back burner. You're letting it close up. It's not the end of necessarily an era. It's the ending of either a habit or a situation in your life. What you are moving towards right now is part of your evolution, your long-term goals. And I think that this is something that you need to prove to yourself, that you are willing to move on and not stay stuck, that you are willing to face your fears in this and knock them out. Some of you are very determined in moving on, and you're facing your fear in it. I see the confrontation being necessary in this. Something needs to stop. Something needs to not move on with you. And the unhealed parts of you are going to, well, no, the people that are involved in this that you are potentially walking away from were only meant to be in your life with those unhealed versions of yourself. They were major catalysts. It doesn't mean that you were using them. It doesn't mean that you're taking advantage of anybody. It means that that was what was in line and resonated with you at the time. But for how you have healed and how you have grown, this no longer makes sense. And it's time that you allow yourself to move on from those standards and situations in your life and do something better for yourself. And it's not abandoning everything. It's clearing the space for those other people to have something fill in that spot. And now you are clearing your path for other things to involve themselves in your life that are more in alignment.